Hi everybody, Chuck here. Time for a little updated video. I am dedicating this video edition to the concept of failure. Yep, failure. I want to bring to your attention some things that are not too good with this. You know, if you haven't failed, wait 10 minutes and you probably will. One of my favorite stories about failure is Thomas Edison. Yeah, one time a reporter asked him, he said, Mr. Edison, you've tried to do this light bulb thing 9,000 times and you've failed. Don't you feel like a failure? And Thomas Edison said, heck no. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I've learned 9,000 ways how not to make a light bulb. Anyway, I want to start with the torsion system here. That's 4 of these torsion suspension units I built. This is kind of a sample one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, one for each set of bogey wheels. And as you can see, they're split way apart. This wheel's way back on the take-up wheel. You can see my little Mickey Mouse fix. I had that welded here, and I welded one across just so I could get it into a parade. I was going to be on a parade on this one. My wife was going to write Little Red, but didn't get it. It was rubbing on that, so we just took the one and did it to the parade. Now, you know, failure. Let's talk about that a minute. Learn from my mistakes, because you don't have to make it yourself. If I would have thought about it, gang, and maybe some of you out there in TV land, YouTube land, could have called my attention to this too. That's kind of a little unit. I mean, that's just a tiny little thing. And I'm like 200 pounds standing on this. So 200 pounds on here in that one little suspension. You know, if I had thought about it, thought it through, I realized there's a lot of weight bouncing on that. It wouldn't have worked. Now, it honestly was pretty good up front. Got a 75-pound motor here. On the little one, this is only a 35-pound motor. By the way, again, this has proved it works real good. I've been driving it around our little subdivision and taking little rides, and it's pretty neat. If you're just driving around, you know, around the home, fields, trails, you don't really need a suspension. But, you know me, I'm trying to go a long, long ways on this, so I need something for my feet. So that didn't work real good. Another thing that didn't work is these wheels were on the top of the frame to kind of carry the weight of the track as it came back around. These were surplus center. They got bearings in them actually, but they lasted about 10 minutes. So that didn't work. I have a really good ball bearing. I had a couple of these wheels. I don't know where I got them. These are actual roller sealed ball bearings in here, and I just put them on a shaft, welded it to it. Again, one of them hurry-up things to lift the track off the frame. That worked pretty good. Motor really needs to be moved forward. I wanted to avoid being right over the top of the differential because of the problems I had with this unit. I had a big motor on there and I was banging that thing around, and the frame actually bowed and the differential broke. That's one of the previous episodes. Some of you know about that. So I set it back a little bit, but with my weight and the torque of this 13 horse, it pulls wheelies too much, and then it makes it basically impractical for the trails, is what I'm really, you know, other than going a long distance and, you know, showing it off to people and making an adventure out of it. I wanted it practical. And when you're pulling wheelies, it doesn't make it practical. Now, if you're under 100 pounds, as Ray rode this last time, Ray did really good. He had a hard time trying to lift the front end up, and it would be fine. But if you're a little bit weightier like I am, we've got to do something else. So I think I'm going to put a solid suspension in the bottom. Remember, it just bolts in, and on this frame, and I made extra frames just in case, thinking ahead. Put some really good wheels on it. I'm going to make it solid, and then I'm going to go to probably some sort of a standing suspension. I actually have a picture from the Magic Carpet, Alan Baum's Magic Carpet. my printer was running out of ink. But as you can see, there's a little platform on the back, and it's bolted at the front, and it actually had a little air coil, balloon, shock, whatever, underneath here, and it would actually give your foot some bounce. And I put a little monoshock quad one on mine because that little air unit's kind of expensive, but I need some sort of suspension on it. Summarize, if you're just going to be doing, you know, normal stuff, you probably don't need a suspension. If you're going to be going miles and miles and miles, you might want something for your feet. There may be some other options. You guys out there, you know, somebody suggested those little standing mats. That would probably be a good thing too. But we're going to take it out. We're going to rebuild it. We're going to move the motor forward. Everything else as far as the basic general design worked good. The disc brakes, really good. Go Power Sports Series 40 torque converter. Man, that was a good upgrade. Go Power Sports. Check them guys out. My steering, I guess I can't do it with it up like this, but it was, check my last video. You'll see how my little master cylinders work good with the little bell crank idea. Wish I could do that for you guys. Just, there we go, a little bit. Turn it back and forth, and it pulls the bar, and it rotates the master cylinder plunger up, and my brake stops. So those worked really good. So anyway, failure. What can we say about failure in closing? Hey, Jim Carrey got fired. Actually got booed the first time he did stand-up in Canada. He got booed. J.K. Rowling, how about that? She tried 12 different publishers to get Harry Potter published. She blew it. Henry Ford took the third time he started a car company to get going. He actually went bankrupt. Third company became Ford Motor Company. Oh man, I'll tell you what. I even know a guy, a famed cartoonist. He got fired. His first job by the newspaper, Kansas City Star, I believe, because he had no vision and imagination. That was Walt Disney. It just kind of makes me happy, you guys. If you've suffered a failure, listen, don't let it stop you, you know. It only takes getting up one more time than you fall down to be a success. So I hope that helps somebody today, maybe just in life, not alone just building track vehicles. It's just been a great pleasure to get back to you guys today. I felt like I needed to talk to you, and so I just want to sign off like I always do, saying God bless, and I'll catch you the next time. And hey, by the way, Personal Track Vehicles on the Facebook page. If you want to join our group, Personal Track Vehicles, and I'll accept your request. There's a lot of really cool things being built on our Facebook page that you want to check out, Personal Track Vehicles. All right? Looking for you to want to join that. Again, this is Chuck saying God bless you. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye now.